Good morning, my beautiful souls. I wanted to come back with a topic that will have you pretty much focus and keep your mind focused on this topic. Plan today is to tap into your mind a little bit, get you thinking, and get you to explore all the possibilities and to become one with your mind, your body, and your spirit. So, that being said, just want to take this time out to just say to everyone, I hope that everyone is being safe, feels safe during this time, and is using this time wisely as we are in reset mode. And that's what I like to tell myself, that we are in reset mode. This is a much needed time. I know some of us probably don't want to hear, but you know that I'm here to just express how I feel, and the world definitely needed a reset button. I want to take this time out to pray and extend my condolences to anyone who've lost anybody during this time. I am truly, truly sorry, and I pray that God is by your side through this, strengthening you and letting you know that He is right there, comforting you during this time. And I'm just going to take a moment to just be quiet for 1 second. Okay. Sometimes you may need to take a few minutes throughout the day if you find yourself off balance. This is why this topic was so important to me, and I wanted to shed light on it because it's something that we struggle with, and that's focus. And especially during this time more than ever, I'm sure that we have, and everyone, so many things going on around us that it's really hard to focus right now. And I'm just going to tell you how you can master your mind and how you can really take back your focus point just by following a couple of steps. This will guarantee help you. But I'm not going to lie to you, my beautiful souls. Maintenance is key. Consistency. Maintaining that flow. Because it's not something that you can just master in a moment, in a day, in a week. It's complete practice and the consistency. So first I want to start off and say, how do you wake up in the morning? What is your routine? Because to me, mornings are a fresh start. It is a new day. And what I set myself to do in the morning is how my day will continue to flow by how I awaken myself and what I put and feed my mind. So are you guilty of grabbing your phone as soon as you wake up? Going into social media, responding to an email, responding to a text message, making a phone call, posting. I want you, as you wake, the most important thing to do during this time is to set an alarm. Set an alarm because you've prepared your mind the night before that there's an alarm that's going to go off. And so you prepare your mind to sleep, to rest fully, and be able to conquer the day. So, as you are following these steps and you awaken and your alarm is set, have 5 minutes to just sit in a quiet place, or if it's in your bed, wherever you are comfortable, and just sit there for 5 minutes and just take some deep breathing in and out, in and out for 5 minutes. And if you need to time yourself, by all means, until you have controlled yourself full center and become one with your body. Now you've relaxed and clear. And then everything else you do is very important. So to follow suit, you want to be very, very cautious. What's the next step to follow? We are so quick and assumed to our technology world. So if we can take some time to set aside that break, set aside from turning on the television, and take time to read a book, to do some spiritual reading. Maybe this is a time to pull out your Bible, read some scriptures, and meditate on the power. And meditate on the Word of God during this time. And if you don't have a Bible, and most of us have phones, you can download the app. Or you can take this time and do some meditation. Listen to some powerful motivational speakers. Listen to some powerful pastors during this time. Whatever is your cup of tea, whatever is going to get you there, I encourage you to do so. Once you factor in that, and I'm not going to say that you can just stop and cut everything and you're going to master and focus, because I won't be giving you the truth. This audio is completely my steps of how I focus myself. And if it helps you, that is awesome. But I would love to share my secret steps with you on this amazing topic. I want you guys to always remember one thing. Your focus determines your reality. I'm going to say that again. Your focus determines your reality. What you put in your mind, how you perceive what others say about you in your mind, that's your own reality. I know you're probably like, what? I'm going to go deeper in that Pacific line because I feel like it's so powerful. You know, first and foremost, I want to start with what others may say. Others may project and say things to you that are not always nice, that are pretty hurtful and mean. How are you going to perceive that and take that into your mind? First and foremost, I think it is so important, right? Because we're human. So the first thing is that we're going to react in emotion. But if you're in tune with yourself, in tune with your body, you're going to know that you're going to have to take a moment to regroup, a moment that is yours, and a moment that you can do whatever it takes to feed your mind something else that you can focus on instead of the last words that somebody told you or something that you heard. So that is very, very important. And first and foremost, how do you perceive yourself, my beautiful souls? Because if you perceive yourself in a healthy way, then you could always go back in your mind to who you are, who you truly are, not how others, not how others perceive you, Not what others think about you in any which way, just how you perceive yourself. That's what I want you to focus on. What do you think about you? It's really, really, really important. Take this time to heal yourself. One of the things to get this type of clarity and to have this type of healing and to be able to master your mind and your focus with maintaining, of course, and consistency, I encourage you to fast. Fasting is the best way to practice obedience, discipline, and structure. I don't know how long you would want to do your own fast, but I just came off of a 47-day fast, and I have to say it was very liberating because in through my fasting, I've learned about myself, and I'm not going to lie to you, my beautiful souls. You will be tested more than ever when you do a fast. So if I can encourage any tips, don't announce to anyone that you're fasting during your fast. Because now you can just completely focus on this one thing inside that no one else knows that you're doing. I guarantee if you can give up a couple of things, maybe a couple of your favorite foods, a couple of your hobbies and things that you spend too much time doing, maybe give up some social media time, give up some things that are just clouding out, maybe some TV time, that wouldn't be bad. Take yourself off and fill yourself up with something else that you would be doing. So all the time you would spend watching television, watching YouTube, all the things that we can get into when we're on the internet. Take a break from it. If you can't do a 40-day fast or 47, try a 7-day fast. Try 2 weeks. Try 3 weeks. Because I guarantee once you complete something, that completion feeling is so liberating. Because you'll feel it. And you'll start to feel stronger. And you'll start to have that clarity in your mind. So just remember, whatever you're feeding yourself is what your mind is focused on. Now, if you find that you are a person that thinks a lot, worries, how can you declutter that worry and declutter your mind from all of that? And I will tell you, it's a consistency thing. Now, for me personally, getting up and having a routine wake up is my best bet. Understanding the best time to be up is when everybody else is sleeping. Don't think about, I'm going to be tired, because your mind will focus that you will be tired and you will be tired. Focus on the fact that you're getting up to do something exciting, something new. I guarantee that when you wake up and you feel up and alert, that completion, that sense of you've accomplished something, as small as that, is a big step to your life, a big step to the next stages that you're going to do when you're on this journey. You always have to take time to stay quiet. Staying quiet means that you may not, or you should not, engage in every conversation. I know right now some of us may feel a little lonely. Maybe you don't have to answer every phone call. Take some time out to just be quiet so that you can recenter and regroup. So important. Lack of direction, it's really, really, really powerful. Like, to not have no sense of direction at all. It's a scary feeling. No lack of time is a problem. So how are you using your time? Do you have a journal? Anything that you can jot down? What is it that you want your mind to focus on? And then just know that whatever you want to achieve something, keep your eyes open, concentrate, and make sure you know exactly what you want. So focus on one thing at a time is the way that you can just go ahead and get through. And then it is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. That's really deep and important, because through this time is a very dark moment. And, fear plays a huge role. But see, during this time, I rely on my faith more than ever. And I concentrate that I know God will get us through this moment, through this time, and that this will not go on as long as man is saying. And I say that because I can't concentrate on what others say. I can't concentrate on the government. I can't concentrate on every which way, because everyone is spooked. I want you to ask yourself, why are they telling you the negative and they're not focusing on the positive? So that's why I say take a break from it. Because they play upon people with the negative part. Negativity just sells itself for what it is. Positive is not being shown, nor is it being advertised enough. Be the light. Be the change. If you can be positive, I want you to understand that when you take this time to focus and you come back to your normal life and the things that you do, come back with a sense of purpose and a sense of control. Know that everything does not control you. You control it. And one of the things that I said to myself, I decided to take a break off of social media. And then I went on and I saw all these sad posts and things like that. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go back on my break. I'm going to take time away from it. And I'm going to come back to it when this is over. And I kind of meditated on that decision a little bit. And I didn't really talk to anyone about it. Sometimes you want to just see what yourself thinks instead of getting everyone else's opinion on something. Remember, you don't always need to, get your opinion on everything from everyone. I think that's why I like to live a private life, and some things are just very, very sacred to me. So that's very important, because I don't need everyone projecting, dissecting any decisions in life that I make. Trust yourself enough to know that you know what's best for yourself, without always looking for other people's validation. You don't need validation from anyone. Validate yourself and go deep into your core values. That's another thing. What are your core values? If you can do this exercise, for me, my beautiful souls, this will really, really help you on this topic about focus. If you get a piece of paper, pencil, pen, marker, doesn't matter, or notepad, anything that you can write on, and I want you to put your name at the top of the paper. And I want you to write, what are your core values? What are the qualities that you love about yourself? What do you like about you? And who are you? Write it all down. Then I want you to put a line, and on the other side, I want you to put on the things that you think and know that you struggle with, that you would like to change and work on yourself. And I want that to be your focus. And read it a few times because you'll make a mental note of it. And that way, my beautiful souls, nobody could tell you anything. Nobody. Because your mind will be focused on one, you know who you are, you know who your character is, and you know what your goal, and you know what you're working and striving towards. It wouldn't matter what anyone else thinks or say. Remember, people perceive us differently, project us. Know that those are their own insecurities. Don't allow someone to project their own insecurities onto you. Concentrating all your thoughts upon what you need to focus on. It is very hard. It's not easy. But what you tell yourself will get you through it. I used to tell myself I can't do a lot of things, right? But can't should be out of our vocabulary. How do you know you can't do something if you didn't try it? So if we can take can't out and just try it. You will shock yourself like I am shocking myself each day when I do something that I didn't know I could do. So I started changing my mindset on that as well. I started feeding my mind and telling myself, I got this. You can do it. Even if I didn't know, even though I knew what it looked like and I had no ways of figuring it out right then and there or knowing how the outcome would be at the end by me trying. I told myself over and over and over, I can do it. And I can do anything that I put my mind to and that I focus on. But remembering that you could only focus on one thing at a time. One thing. It's only after you've stepped out of your comfort zone that you begin to change, grow, and transform. If you want to be happy, do not dwell on the past. That's so important. Let go. Your past could haunt you and it will paralyze your future. And you won't be able to move forward because you're stuck somewhere that is no longer a place that is going on right now in your life. You are not there. If you want to be happy, you gotta let go of your past and don't worry about your future. So many times we worry about our future and we tend to lose that focus of staying in the moment. Live each day as the day is. I'm not saying live each day like it's your last. Live that day like that. Because none of us are promised or guaranteed tomorrow. But I guarantee you will take that pressure off yourself. Okay? And just know, focusing on living fully in the present, that's exactly what I said. Put that focus on living fully. And, you'll have that sense of wiggle room where you are in control. Once you know that, don't allow anybody to steal your joy. Don't allow anybody to project. And I have to keep repeating myself because it's something that I want you to meditate. So if you hear me repeat myself throughout this audio, you will have it embedded in your mind when this audio is over. Our future, Our focus is our future, and what we focus on will multiply in our life. So true. So just stay focused, go after your dreams, keep moving towards your goal. Don't look at the fact that you can't go outside right now. Don't look at the fact that you're not working. How are you going to end out of here? How are you going to come out of this stronger than when we went in? You went in. You know, I heard it somewhere. It's so true. Like, we complain so much about the fact that we didn't have any days off, or we didn't have enough time off, or whatever the case may be, right? And we didn't like our jobs, right? And, you know, we wish we could spend more time with our family and all this other stuff back at home, at home with our family. So now we're doing all these things and we're still not satisfied. How are you satisfying and fueling your soul right now? That's the most important key. It's what you're focusing on. It's going to be a determination of your reality. It's important. So, why focus? Why is focusing so important? I hope you learned something today. Focusing is so important because it is a gateway of all your thinking, perception, learning, memory, reasoning, problem solving, and decision making. Without a good focus, all aspects of your ability to think will suffer. So true. If we don't get control of it, we will suffer. Not your auntie, not your friend, not your significant other. You will suffer. I will suffer if I did not focus. If I did not put myself there. Just remember that. It's important. So for every minute that you are angry, you lose, wait for it, 60 seconds of happiness. Stop. I'm not about to lose 60 seconds of happiness. For every minute that you are angry, I want you to remember that when somebody tries to take you out of character, lose your cool. Love is a condition in which the happiness of another person is essentially to your own. That's deep. I think most people don't understand that somebody can't make you happy. You can feel happy, but they can't make you happy. You are in control of that as well. Once you know that it's not a person that can do that for you, but yourself, you are in control of your happiness, your complete emotion. That's what you need to focus on. Because whatever someone else says doesn't do for you or doesn't fulfill, you're still happy. Because to put happiness on one person is completely selfish, and that's too much for one person to weigh on. You will constantly get disappointed if you did that. Time you enjoy wasting, it's not. I just say, the time you enjoy wasting all of this valuable information, you're wasting time. You're wasting what could be the most valuable thing in your life. I hope that these tips, my beautiful souls, really, really helped you. Really put your mind in perspective. Get you to focus on some things that you would like to change. I also want to stop this audio because I'm about to hit 30 minutes. I want to thank you for just rocking out with me, listening to me for this time. You guys are amazing, my beautiful souls. I trust and believe that you will get through this. We will get through this. And I believe that we will, because we will have all the tools that we need to focus. And always remember that our focus determines on our reality. And we will create this reality that we will have control over our minds, our thoughts, and we will have a better outcome, and we will come out of this stronger. I believe, I convict this. Remember, let's spread more love and less hate. Take care, my beautiful souls. Until next time. Mwah.